I'm Leland Davis. I run the paddling program at Rockbrook. I've been teaching kids to kayak for a little over 20 years now. Our first priority in Rockbrook's paddling program is to keep the kids safe. And the first part of that is making sure that they all know how to exit their kayaks if the kayak flips over. So we start with something called the wet exit, which is a skill that they have to demonstrate to us before they're allowed to go down the river with a spray skirt on, or before they're allowed to go in whitewater. After the wet exit, the next way we look after safety is to make sure that we always have at least one staff member on the river for every 3 campers. And sometimes on the more challenging rivers, we might have as many as 1 staff member for every camper out there, doing both land and river-based rescue to make sure the kids are safe. After safety, the next thing we strive for is fun out on the river. We want these kids to connect with the environment that they're in and the river and their friends on the river and have positive associations with being out there. So we try to give them chances to swim, jump off rocks, and in essence play on the river is what's going to get them the most hooked in. And once everybody's safe and having fun, the final goal of the program is to build the confidence of the kids up through allowing them to do things that maybe they didn't think was possible. By allowing them to do things that maybe they didn't think were possible. It starts sometimes with things as simple as carrying their kayak to the river, and goes from there into all of the different skills we teach them on how to get safely down the river. My favorite part of paddling at Rockbrook is that magic moment when one of the girls does something that maybe they didn't think they could do or couldn't have even imagined themselves doing just a week or even a day before. And you see their eyes light up and that smile on their face, and to me that's the reason that I love teaching this. I love to keep doing this. I'm Leland Davis. I run the paddling program at Rockbrook. I've been teaching kids to kayak for a little over 20 years now. Our first priority in the paddling at Rockbrook is safety, and that all starts with teaching the kids how to get out of their kayaks if they turn over. So we teach them a skill called the wet exit, which is how you get the spray skirt off the cockpit rim and get out of the boat. Having this skill really empowers them to go out and try other things on the river. And they have to demonstrate that before they're allowed to go down whitewater and before they're allowed to paddle with the spray skirt over the cockpit of the boat. After they have the wet exit down, the next step in safety is having instructors there watching over what they do. And we maintain at least 1 instructor on the river for every 3 campers while we're out there. And on some of the more challenging rivers, we might have as many as 1 staff member per camper out there to make sure they're safe. We do a combination of land and river-based rescue in case the kids get into some sort of trouble. Then once we've made sure they're safe, our next objective is for the kids to have fun out there. We want them to think of the river as a place to play. So whether that's the kayaking part of it, whether that's swimming with their friends, whatever it is, we want to get them out there and have them having a good time on the river. And our final objective is to empower these girls to do something that maybe they didn't think they could do last week or maybe even yesterday, by teaching them river skills so that they can get out and enjoy the environment more. My favorite part of teaching paddling at Rockbrook is that magical moment when one of the girls does something that maybe they didn't think was possible. You see their eyes light up, you see that smile go across their face, and you can tell that this has given them a confidence that they didn't have before. And that's the part that keeps me coming back.